What's up everybody, it's me Tim, and I want to go into some recent news for Voyager Digital. We do have some good news for VGX holders and anyone with money stuck in Voyager's platform. Now if you don't mind hitting the like, subscribing, ring the notification bell, I definitely appreciate it, and let's get into this news. Voyager did win approval for its sale to Binance.us, and this approval was granted by US bankruptcy judge Michael Wiles on March 7, which came after 4 days of arguments presented by Voyager and the US SEC. And this judge said he would give the trading platform permission to close the Binance.us sale and issue repayment tokens to impacted Voyager customers, which would give them back approximately 73% of what they're owed. Now in a previous video, I went over how this judge kind of dismissed the SEC and said that it's just very strange that they're attacking Voyager. And we do have another quote to look at here. And he said, "I cannot put the entire case into indeterminate deep freeze while regulators figure out whether they believe there are problems with the transaction and plan." He sounds like a no-nonsense judge, and this is definitely a good thing for Voyager. And Voyager holders must agree because it was voted yes by a 97% majority vote. So now it's up to Voyager Digital to take a few weeks to decide whether to complete the Binance.us sale or liquidate on its own and turn over the proceeds to Voyager account holders. And Voyager's lead investment banker, Brian Technor, said in a March 3 court hearing that if this approved restructuring plan is executed, customers would receive about $100 million more than if Voyager just liquidated on its own. And I did want to show you VGX on the charts because it did pump on this news. If I was trading this, I would just be very cautious because over the last few months we've been seeing pumps on it and then it just slowly gets all taken back. And it seems to me that there's somebody trying to drain out liquidity on this. It pumps out of nowhere for typically no reason and then essentially gets taken back all the way back to where it started or lower. One thing I would be watching for is a flip of the 50 to 200 EMA, as we have not yet seen that, indicating there may be more bearish action ahead of us. And one thing to realize here is, yes, it's good news that the judge approved this deal, but what does it really mean in the end? Well, if and when we do get paid out in VGX, it's very likely a lot of these people that were burnt by VGX will likely sell. So for that reason, I would be extremely cautious. But one thing I will say is VGX has had a pretty great day despite crypto in general selling off actually. And it does seem to me that Bitcoin may be on its next leg down. I'll be watching for how it performs on a test of the 200 EMA, as we have already broken our 200 EMA or moving average. And the next thing to look out for if Bitcoin does break its 200 EMA would be a test of the 100 EMA. And this rests right around 21,500, which is going to be seen as a potential support. It was for a short period a point of resistance until we broke out of it and then we retested it and bounced as a support. So if we do continue to pull back on Bitcoin, it'll be important to see how we trade around 21,500. And while VGX isn't really following what Bitcoin's doing, if and when Binance.us does approve it for full-on trading, currently it is limited. As far as I know, they are still in the review process. But if some time goes by and the folks that were locked in with Voyager Digital end up finally being able to sell, and we get that negative catalyst out of the way, it's very possible that after that point, I'm talking months from now, VGX can start trading alongside Bitcoin and other alts. Right now, it's been kind of having a mind of its own because it does have its own set of issues and time-sensitive catalysts to be aware of. But it's great to see that we are one step farther in terms of this bankruptcy, and I will be eagerly awaiting for us to all get our funds back. But let me know what you plan on doing with VGX once you're finally able to trade it, if it's locked up on Voyager Digital. And for those of you that aren't locked up in VGX, what's your strategy for playing it? Are you a long-term investor for VGX? Are you looking for swings? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks as always, guys, and I'll see you later.